It's just gone 6:38 here on the morning show. Siyabonga-ke ukuthi nihlale nathi namhlanje ohlelweni on this Thursday, the 16th of January 2020. Now, as part of Bata's mission to ensure customer satisfaction regardless of age, the company appointed its first youth board of directors in 2019. That's last year. The boards were based across South Africa, in Cape Town, in Durban, as well as in Joburg, with ages ranging from 8 to 16 years. Yes, you heard right. And each met on 3 separate occasions last year to add their unique youthful perspective to the future workings of the brand. Today, we have one of the Joburg Youth Board members, Kholaotswe Tlhabane, and her mother, Thapelo Tlhabane, in studio this morning. And they're joined by the Bata Assistant Marketing Manager, Roxanne Govender. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Roxanne, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell us more about how the Youth Board of Directors works and, you know, what was the focus of the campaign?
So last year was a very, very exciting year for Bata South Africa. We went out to find the most innovative, the most coolest, the most creative youngsters, and we found 21 young board members. Yeah. So basically, we went and got the board, the Bata. They're the youngest directors.
Yeah.
And basically it was to find consumer insight, because we care about what our consumers say. And I mean, who else you better hear it from than from the voice of our youngsters. So the program consisted of customer insights, product reviews. We also did some marketing.
Sure.
And we also wanted to give back. So we also taught the kids how to be young entrepreneurs. We also gave them literature from Bargain Books. And then we also kitted them out with the school gear for the entire year, with the form of Taffy school shoes and stationery from Butterfly.
That sounds absolutely great. But let's talk about these meetings that were held by the board members last year.
Okay, so basically during the meetings, we gave them various activities. Obviously, the aim of the board was to find insights. So it was for them to do reviews on the products, our current products, to give us ideas as well as how we can improve the products. We also did some marketing with them as well. So they had a look at some of our adverts, some of our campaigns. They gave us a fresh look at what we can use.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we have actually taken that into consideration with regards to the current back to school season as well.
Yeah.
So we've used their insights for the Taffy's back to school campaign now.
Right. And talk to us then about what your expectations were of this youth board of directors and how everything actually unfolded given your expectations.
Well, I must admit, these guys are phenomenal. They have exceeded our wildest expectations.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And they've come through with so much of creative ideas. For example, they had to do designs for our Tommy Takis. I think that's one of the Bata brands.
Yeah.
And my young board member over here, she gave us a beautiful design which was ethnically inspired, which is something that we actually want to look at how we can bring into our brand.
Sure.
And the same with, for example, Taffy school shoes, which obviously impacts our scholars quite a lot. And so they gave us reviews as to the comfort of the shoe and the design of the shoe, which is something our product development team is actually going to look at.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, look, we do have this Joburg-based Youth Board of Directors member and her mom, of course, they're in studio today to talk to us about their journey over the past few months with Bata. Please do welcome 13-year-old Kholaotswe Tlhabane, who's from Pretoria, as well as her mom, Thapelo. Kholaotswe, like, so much pressure. I do not believe this. Tell us about your time at the Youth Board of Directors.
I believe my time was very exciting yet nerve-wracking at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know what to expect from being a Youth Board of Director for such a big company.
Yeah.
But it was exciting because you met new friends, you met really kind children. We had MC, Mr. Pat.
Okay.
He was very warming, he was fun, he wasn't boring, he made everything fun.
Yeah.
Each session was interesting. We all learned, we had education. Instead of just fun, we also learned.
I like that.
We got goodies. Even before the meetings, we got shoes, we got like a golf shirt. So I believe I just enjoyed it, and it was very interesting.
I like that. Speaking of interesting, can you share with us what some of your highlights from your time were?
Well, I've got 3.
Okay.
The first one was when we had the last meeting, the award ceremony. I believe I liked it because everyone had their own specific and own personality-based certificates. So no one had to feel left out.
Yeah.
So everyone got a certificate and everyone felt fair and at peace with everyone else.
Yeah, so there was a bit of inclusion. I like
Yes.
that. I
And
like
then the second one is when I had to interview a 65-year-old. I interviewed a very lovely 65-year-old.
Sure.
Her name is Miss Marie Louis
Yeah.
Samuels. She is 66 this year. I interviewed her from my mom's work. She's very kind. She's warming. She's fun. She's loving. And I just enjoyed interviewing her and getting to know her.
Yeah.
And my very last one is making a poem and a dance from Angel 65. I really did enjoy that. I'm a dancer,
Okay.
so I also got to do poem and
dancing,
at the
yeah.
same time. So
Yeah.
I believe Bata allowed me to do both, and it opened many doors for me.
Yeah. And I mean, what else did you learn about yourself during that experience?
I learned that I am a very creative person. I'm able to make things just from a normal shoebox. I'm able to recruit different stuff from out of nothing. I'm able to find out and listen to other. I'm very opinionative now.
Yes, yes.
I never used to be opinionative. I
Yeah.
always used to think I'm the one, you know, I'm right.
You are the
now, but now I understand that everyone has an opinion and everyone's opinions matter.
Yeah.
I also am a team player.
Okay.
I work with everybody else.
Yeah.
When we go left, we all go left. When we go right, we all go right.
You don't go your way.
No,
Yes.
that is not happening.
Yeah.
So that's what I just enjoyed about being all together.
I really like the fact that you speak about being opinionated and you speak about, you know, being a team player. What opinion did you sort of come out with about what you want to do after this? During that experience, what did you just decide, this is what I'm going to do?
I came into Bata wanting to be an actress.
Okay.
And it has influenced me, like it has made me be more sure and more ensured that I want to be an actress. And it's opened new doors because I never used to use social media as a platform.
Okay.
I never even used to use social media.
Yeah.
So I just enjoyed Bata because it opened new doors for me.
Yeah.
It allowed me to discover different things, even in my dancing, in my acting, in all these different stuff. It opened new doors for me. Now I'm basically going to be everywhere now. I'm going to America.
You're going to occupy space.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm going to be occupying space.
Yes.
And I'll be able just to work more fluently and more patiently without having to think, oh my goodness, what am I going to use? Which platform am I going to use? Instead of saying that, wow, I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
I have social media as a platform and I know who helped me and what it helped me with.
Yeah. Mommy, I'm going to bring you in here now. You have such a confident young woman. Let's talk about you know, what your expectations were when she was going to join the Youth Board of Directors.
Okay, I think one was thinking that it's going to be this formal meetings where she'll be sitting at the head of the table and all serious. And wow, it was a meeting suited for children.
Yes.
And they were able to become creative. They were able to learn from each other.
Yeah.
It was amazing how they became true ambassadors without even one saying. Like I'd bring her to work with, and she would go around giving people her business card. I'm a board of director. I'm a board member. I'm
Yes.
ambassador for Bata. So do you buy toffees? Do you buy your kids toffees?
Levels, darling. I like that.
So she even took from one of my colleagues a pair of Bata shoes that had a hole underneath and said, please bring it. I'm going to a meeting. I'll show them these taffy shoes and then they'll investigate.
Yeah.
So that's just how much I didn't have to ask her. She did it out of herself and, you know, how she learned to be a true ambassador.
And what stood out for you during that experience?
like she said, I thought she's creative, but I never thought it's at that that level. I guess we always think good of our kids, but when you see it accentuated, when you see it being brought out to the open, you see how much she can get out of this. Secondly, you know, we were also educated. The importance of social media, television, how one can actually streamline it for it to assist your child, and not necessarily to be a bad kind of platform. So they taught us how we can, how it can be used for children her age, how I can restrict it, what are the things that I can do for her. She's got pages now. She's got a Facebook page, she's got a Twitter page, she's got all those since she joined Butter, right? Since she joined Butter, because they had to like, they had to do all that, they had to, you know, they had to say, I'm going for my meeting, she had to post all those things. So she learned a responsible use of media, of these platforms.
Social media,
And it also enlightened me a lot that I can restrict certain things for my daughter at her age. There are things that she can view, there are those that she cannot view, there are people that she can invite, and there are those that can be restricted for her age. It was such an eye-opener, and I even shared with my friends. I know platforms where we can restrict certain things for them to get information, and those that she cannot get information. You know, it was a beautiful time.
No, Mommy, you can definitely be proud, and well done to you guys as well, Roxanne. Well done to you, my darling, for all the great work. Look, you can catch up on the Youth Board of Directors journey on YouTube at Butter South Africa for a behind-the-scenes look into the insights of the youngest and most creative board of directors at Butter. And that's where we leave this conversation for now. We take a short break. Hlala nathi nganyakazi.